Hey everyone, this is Ashley Schmidt back again with some more Service Academy application tips. If this is the first video you've seen, then go check out my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and check out the playlist with more Service Academy admission tips. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about, so this is kind of the application process as a whole, but we're going to talk specifically in this particular video about the CFA. So if you want information on the other pieces and parts, check out my other videos because I'm going to go through this whole list of things. All right, so CFA. The CFA is 6 events, and they are in order. Basketball throw, pull-ups, shuttle run, modified sit-ups or crunches, push-ups, and the 1-mile run. And I want to stress that they are done in order and that there's a very specific method. So you can download on any of the Academy websites, you can download the CFA handbook, and you can see how to do these. And I have to stress that you have to do them in order. A lot of students will say, oh, I can run a mile in this time, or oh, I can do this many push-ups, or oh, I can do this. But they haven't ever tried to do them in order in the time frame that it is allotted. And students find out very quickly that it is very different to do all the events in the time allotted and the order. Sometimes the order really throws off students and they'll just, not do well on the run or the sit-ups or something because the order just kind of puts them off. So you have to do the CFA and you have to do it in order. So practice it in order. At least go out and do a few practice tests to see where it is. So let's do some talk about these events, a little bit of notes on each. And the important thing is that each event is important, and you have to do your best on every single event. All the events are kind of, in essence, equally important. You have to pass all the events. So you want to go look at the averages that the academies provide. Not all of them do, but USAFA is pretty dedicated to leaving the averages on their website. So check out USAFA's webpage. You could even just type into Google USAFA CFA averages. It's really easy to find. You can look and see what the averages are. You want to aim for the averages and get either the average or better. Always aim for better, right? But at least the average. And that will make sure that you're going to pass the entire test, okay? Don't just throw one off and say, oh, well, I'm not very good at sit-ups, so I'm not going to worry about those. No, if you were not good at sit-ups, worry about that one, okay? You've got to worry about all the events. You need all the events to pass, all right? So focus on all of them, not just what your best is, and say, oh, well, I'll max out the run and it'll be fine. No, that's not the case. I've seen a lot of students who fail the CFA because they just didn't bother to do pull-ups or whatever. All right, another thing to note is who can test you. The CFA can be administered by a physical education teacher, Service Academy Liaison Officer, or Junior ROTC Officer. The Service Academy Liaison Officer is like the ALO or Blue and Gold Officer or something like that. So someone from the Service Academy who's a representative, can test you as well. Most students use a PE teacher, which is perfectly fine. When you go into your portals and sign in, it'll give you a spot to put in the email address of the person who's going to be testing you. So definitely decide who's going to test you and when they're going to test you. And you want to kind of go to try and do the CFA as early as you can, as early as you're ready. Don't be tested until you're ready. You only get one shot at the CFA. Once you take it and it's turned in, it is done. So you want to make sure you're ready. But if you're in a sport that maybe you might be injured, like especially football players, do tend to get injured more than some other sports, then you may want to try and take that early in your season just in case you just sprain your ankle or something like that. It can delay and actually you can not have enough time to take the CFA if you get injured. So it's good to get done early, but you want to make sure you're ready. One shot at it. Practice test, okay? So the last thing I want to go over is practice tests. You really want to go and practice this test in order as specified in the directions. If you do not do that, you are going to not get the score that you're quite thinking you're going to get. And it is best to know what you're weakest on so that you can focus more on strengthening, your pull-ups or your sit-ups or whatever it is. It is good to try and do and practice each event individually, but at some point in time, you need to start doing some practice tests and do it how it says. This is super important. I really want to foot stomp this because it is something that students just don't do, and they really need to do. It is one of the best things you can do to make sure your CFA comes out how you want it to. Practice the test in the order it is given. All right, I hope these tips were helpful, and if you're looking for more specific tips on some items or things you can do to do better on your CFA, let me know in the comments and I'll make videos on that. But I just wanted to give you an overview of the CFA and let you know that I'm here to help you and help make your dreams come true. So I'll talk to you in the next video. Want to impress Academy admissions? Want to get that nomination? Then this is the workbook for you. Grab your step-by-step guide on Amazon today. Use the link below or search on Amazon for Service Academy admissions.